Hello learners. In this video we shall discuss OOPS important questions. As you know, in the last part we discussed 15 most important questions that are been asked in the interview. Here in this video we shall discuss remaining questions. Okay, now see, initially what we shall do is, first if there is a question we shall discuss what is the concept in that, then I'll be giving you an interview answer. If I would have asked that question, what would I would give answer for the interviewer? Okay, now we shall go for our first question. What are different types of inheritance? See, in the last class we discussed what is inheritance. Inheritance means a child class will inherit properties from the parent. Okay, you know, that is what inheritance is. Okay, here he is asking types of inheritance. Okay, see, basically this is a kind of theoretical question. So first, inheritance is of basically 5 types. Okay, first type of inheritance is single level inheritance. See, as the name suggests, single level means there is only one level, not one node but one level. See, now if A is a parent, it gives rise to be simple, only one level. A is the parent, it is giving rise to B. B is the child. Now, extension for this is multi-level. Again, as the name suggests, what is multi-level here? There is only one level. There will be multiple levels. A gives rise to B. Here B is the child. Now again, B will act as a parent to give C as a child. Here there are 2 levels. If there are 2 or more levels, it is called as multi-level inheritance, dude. Okay, now levels are completed. Now don't confuse, the third type is multiple. Okay, see, as the name says, multiple. See, if there is a child B, okay, assume. Now multiple means what? A1, A2, A3. See, here are multiple parents here. These all parents combine to give a single child class B. Multiple parents combining to give a single child class is known as multiple inheritance. Don't confuse between multi-level and multiple. Our fourth type is going to be hierarchical. Please correct the spelling if I'm wrong, but it is termed as hierarchical itself. See, what is hierarchical is just, it is some kind of opposite of multiple. Okay, see here what will be happening is, if there is a single parent A, it will be producing multiple childs B1, B2, B3. Okay, this is no. Our fourth type is hybrid. See, what is actually hybrid in general life? Hybrid means it actually doesn't exist, but we create it by adding some existed. So in the similar way, even in OOPS, hybrid inheritance is a kind of inheritance which is formed by combination of 2 or more inheritances. Okay, simple. Okay, this is what called hybrid inheritance. See, for example, if I combine single level inheritance and multiple inheritance, what will be happening? See, wait, let me erase this just a minute. See, hybrid inheritance, right? See, everyone may get doubt, how will they combine? Simple, dude. See, first single level inheritance, A gives B, okay, single. Now what will be happening is that, now hierarchical inheritance, I'm combining single plus hierarchical inheritance. What hierarchical inheritance does? It gives rise to 3 children, C1, C2, C3. Now this is hierarchical. Now this is termed as hybrid inheritance, combination of 2 or more inheritances. Again here C2 might give rise to D, and D can give rise to E. Again, this is a kind of multi-level inheritance, as there are multiple levels here. So this is hybrid inheritance. Combination of two or more inheritances is known as hybrid inheritance. Now, if I've asked this question in interview, what are the different types of inheritance? So basically, inheritance means a child class will be inheriting properties from its parent. So basically, there are 5 types of inheritance. Single level inheritance, where a single parent gives rise to a single child. So in multi-level inheritance, a single parent gives rise to a single child, and the child then acts as a parent in order to give rise to a new child. Okay, so the third type is multiple inheritance, where a single child inherits properties from multiple parents. So fourth type is hierarchical inheritance, where multiple children are formed or inherit the properties from a single parent class, sir. So the fifth type is hybrid inheritance, which is combination of two or more above said inheritances. So this is the answer. Okay, this is how you would answer in interview if it could be asked. See, there is an exception here. A small exception is that, see, multiple inheritance cannot be used in Java directly. Okay, in Java directly we cannot use multiple inheritance. See, I can say you the answer for that. Okay, see, we shall discuss why not. See, the reason why multiple inheritance is not directly possible in Java is, see, now what is multiple inheritance? 3 parents are there, right? A, B, C. Now 3 will give rise to a single parent T. See, now think that this E has some kind of sum function. This also have a kind of sum function. This also have a kind of sum function. This is similar to overriding. Okay. In the last class, we discussed a type of polymorphism named runtime polymorphism or method overriding. Okay, so if this A, B, C have the same method sum, and in D, if I want to use the method sum, D have to use which sum method? A's or B's or C's? It is a confusion. It creates some security problems. That is why directly we cannot implement multiple inheritance in Java. So you might ask, what couldn't Java implement multiple inheritance? Is it shocking? Yes, it can implement, but indirectly. How? Using the concept of our next question, interface. See, that is our next question. Interfaces are basically used in order to implement multiple inheritance in Java. Okay, it is the main concept of interfaces. It is the main intent why interfaces were actually developed. Okay, now we shall see what are interfaces clearly. Okay, just a minute. Okay, now see, how does an abstract class differ from an interface? See, now first we shall discuss what is an abstract method. See, not abstract as abstract method. See, abstract method is a method that consists only and only a method declaration. Okay, it consists of only method declaration, but not method definition. This is what an abstract method is. See, now if I have a class named something car. For instance, take it. See here, I may have some kind of sum. Okay. Instead, I can have int sum. Okay. See here, there is only declaration, no definition here. So this is what called an abstract method, not abstract class, abstract method. It consists only of method declaration but not definition. Now we shall go into our question. Okay, now we shall go into our question. What is our question? How does an abstract class differ from an interface? See, there is a beauty. I don't know why it was done. If you know, please answer this. See, interface. See, what is interface means? It is a pure abstract class, or it consists of only, see, wait, we shall discuss what is abstract class. I want to say something special or very different. That's why I'm saying first what is interface. The interface consists of, is a pure abstract class or consists of only abstract methods. See, all know abstract methods, right? What is an abstract method? It consists of only method declarations but not method definitions. Okay, interface is that. Oh, you know the beauty of this abstract class? I don't know why it is named like that. Abstract class might consist both of non-abstract methods and also abstract methods. See, that is the beauty here. Abstract class may of course consist abstract methods, but it also can have non-abstract methods. That is, we can also define the method here, not only declaring, can also define. I don't know if anyone know the answer, please say me. I don't know if it was an English glitch or what. In interface, only abstract methods are allowed, but in abstract classes, both abstract and non-abstract methods are possible. Both are possible. Okay, this is the main difference between abstract class and an interface. Okay, now if I was asking you, how does an abstract class differ from an interface? So an interface consists only of abstract methods. So, but an abstract class can consist of both non-abstract and abstract methods, sir. So this is my answer. Uh, See, if you asked more, like, why actually interfaces are required in Java? See, you can give the answer, sir. Interfaces are mainly used in Java, as I firstly said you, to implement multiple inheritance. Okay, it is, you see, everyone may get doubt why, how interfaces will implement multiple inheritance. See, again we shall go over for a previous example. Suppose if there are A, B, C, if there is a, if it is giving child D, think ABC are interfaces. Okay, A is an interface, B is an interface, no, why our code failed in the last time? Because if this consists sum, D will not understand if overrided which sum should I take. But here the beauty is, if I use interfaces, none of the sums are declared, right? They are, sorry, none of the sums are defined. They are declared but not defined. So now, as I require, I can declare sum here. Finish. There is no problem. That's why multiple inheritance is been implemented using an interface in Java. That is the main reason. Okay. Now check it. Now next. See, this is one of the question where we might get packed. How much memory does a class take up? Actually, you know, class does not take any memory. It does not take any memory, but it takes memory only when objects are created. It only takes memory when objects are created. Okay, because class is just like a blueprint or plan. Okay, but when we create an object, then this consumes some space in memory for the variables, functions in order to execute. Okay, keep that in mind. You see, it is important, these kind of questions. See, it might be simple, but when in interview it's been asked, we just lose our confidence and just we forget. In that instant, we might not get the answer. So, see, this is the second question where we might get back. Is it mandatory to always create objects from a class? See, obviously, I think this is very simple. Most of you might know this. No, no. Why? Why is it used to create? No. Simple answer. Simple answer. No. See, if I have a plan or a blueprint or a class, is it surely required to create an object? No, just it will be in the same manner. Why to alter it? If I really require in the near future, I'll be creating an object. Yes, there can be a class without an object. Okay, now next question. This is a kind of question. I think this question might surprise some Java coders. Okay, this might surprise them. Okay, see, because if you code in Java, I don't think you might really know the difference in the interview. If you study, okay, see, how does the structure differ from a class in C++? See, only one major difference, dude. What is that? Is structure. In structure, all the data members, all the methods are public. See, similar to Java class. In Java class, we know that all the data members and methods of a class are public. But the beauty is, or I don't know why they kept this, maybe for security. In C++ class, all the data members and methods are default private. Of course, we can alter them, but I'm saying by default, a class members are private by default initially. So this is the major difference. And second difference is see, structure is been defined using the struct keyword, and class is being defined using the class keyword. So these are only the two differences. So this is the major difference. This is an extra. If you ask a question, it becomes very less if we give just 1 point, right? We should just a bit elaborate. Now, if I've asked, hey, how does a structure differ from a class in C++? Sir, in C++, by default, a structure's data members and methods are public by default, whereas a class in C++ has its data members and methods private by default. So the second difference is that a structure has been initialized using struct in C++ and class is initialized using the keyword class, sir. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, now once check it. Now we shall go for our next question. What is a constructor? This is one of the most important and one of the basic questions. See, what is a constructor? I mean, generally, what is a constructor, dude? Suppose if there is a class, think I have some class S24, for example. Again, we came for our old example, S24. See, there might be some kind of stuff. Now, I want to create S24 Ultra as an object. What we do, S24 Ultra, sorry, I forgot the, what we say, the initializations. Just a minute, sorry. No, S24 is the class. S24 Ultra equal to new S24. So everyone know this is the way how we initialize an object, okay, or create an object. But internally what happens is when I create this S24 Ultra, there is a constructor here which will create the object for me. It will copy all the properties of class to this object and return me. Okay, so this is basically a constructor. If I was asked in interview, hey, what is a constructor? So a constructor is a block of code that initializes a newly created object. A constructor name resembles to the class name, sir. So this would be my answer. And remember, constructor does not have any return type. Okay, it does not have any return type. So you might get doubts. Why are you keeping this function kind of thing? Does it actually any arguments can it accept? Yes, dude, it can accept. Okay, yeah, that is our next question. What are different types of constructors? Okay, what are different types of constructors? See, I think everyone understood what is a constructor. Now, constructor is basically used to initialize object. No, basically, uh, constructors are of four types. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4, dude. Constructor. See, in the previous one, what we discussed is default constructor. Here, no need to define it again. Automatically, it will convert a class to object. It will copy the properties. Second is non-parameterized constructor. See, in last example, if we took S24, suppose if I create an object, I want to print something. Object created. I want to print this thing. So I can write a non-parameterized constructor and I can print a kind of statement. Okay. Now, our third type is exactly next level of this parameterized constructor, which would obviously, as the name suggests, accept some arguments. Suppose it accept a and b as an argument. I can just say print a plus b. It would even perform logical operations similar to a function, but it does not have a return type. That is constructor. If it accepts parameters, it is called parameterized constructor. Next, the fourth thing is copy constructor. This is one of a beautiful question and it can give rise to next questions also. Basically, copy constructor is a constructor that is used to create a new object from an existing object. See, everyone might get out what is this. Okay, now I think we need to a bit practicalize this. Okay, just a minute. We shall understand this clearly. Okay, now suppose S24 is a class. I created an object S24 Ultra, as you all know. New S24. Okay. Now here S24 Ultra is an object. Now what I want to do is I want to create a new object S24 Ultra Plus. Okay. S24 Ultra Plus, and I want to copy all properties of S24 Ultra in S24 Ultra Plus, as this is just an extension. So what I can do is just I can write S24 Ultra here. See, please don't confuse with name conventions. S24 here is the class name. S24 Ultra and S24 Ultra Plus are the object names. Here S24 Ultra is an existing object. S24 is an Ultra Plus is the new object which has been created by S24 Ultra. Now this S24 Ultra Plus has same properties as S24 Ultra. Okay. So this is the thing. Okay. Now again, this copy constructor is of two types, dude. See, generally no need to answer this, but in some interviews he might ask this. So copy constructors are of two types: shallow copy, deep copy. Okay. See, shallow copy means, as the name suggests, some kind of partial copy. Okay. See, it will copy all the data variables and data methods, but it will not copy references. You know, in C++, some kind of pointers, addresses exist. Okay, and even uh, values, references exist. So this references shallow copy will not copy, but the deep copy, as the name suggests, it will copy each and everything, including data members, data functions, and also references, pointers, each and everything it will copy. So this is what. Now, if I was asked in interview, hey, what are different types of constructors? Uh, what are different types of constructor? So basically, a constructor is a unique function that is used to initialize an object from an existing class. So basically, there are four types of constructors. Wait, go on. Yeah, sorry, extremely sorry. So basically, there are four types of constructors, sir. First is default constructor, where automatically an object is converted to a class. So second is non-parameterized constructor, a constructor with no parameters, and it can operate some logical operations when we create an object. So third is parameterized constructor, which would accept parameters and perform operations on the parameters. And the fourth one is copy constructor, which is used to create a new object from an existing object, sir. So this would be my answer. So next question. I think next questions are a bit simple. See, this is one of the question. I think again Java guys may not know this, because Java has a beautiful feature known as garbage collection. This is one of the beauty of Java actually. See, what in Java basically what garbage collector does is, if there are any unused objects or data members, this garbage collector automatically collects and deletes it from the memory. But in C++, it cannot happen. So we have to delete by default objects. So that is why destructors are used. Destructor is just an opposite of constructor. If constructor is used to create an object, destructor, as the name suggests, is used to destroy or delete an existing object. Suppose if I create an S24 Ultra as an object, I can delete this S24 Ultra using a destructor. Now, how to delete it is simple. Just include a tilde. Tilde means this symbol. It automatically deletes the particular object. Okay. Simple. Okay. Now we shall go for our next one. See, this is one more question where we might get bagged. Can constructors in a class be overloaded? See, once think. See, I have something called sum with no parameters, which prints I am sum. Okay, beautiful. What is overloading? As in the last class we discussed, it's a kind of polymorphism where there can be two or more functions with same name but different arguments or a different return type. See, as there is no return type is gone. No, why not? I can include a comma b as parameters, right? This can print me a plus b. Again, I can declare a new constructor abc, which could return me or print me a plus b plus c. So yes, the answer is we can overload constructors in object-oriented programming. It might be in C++ or Java, anywhere we can overload constructors in a class. Okay, no, I think if this is overloaded, okay, now destructors can be overloaded. Okay, can destructors be overloaded? See, it is one of the basic questions actually, but we might get whipped in the interview because of tension. See, constructor means as there are different parameters, we might overload it. But once think, if there is S24 Ultra, as you saw, keeping a tilde, I deleted this particular created object. Dude, why it is required to again delete it? If I deleted once, it's completed, it's gone from memory. It's gone from the memory. Why should I again delete it? Waste, right? So there is no requirement, or destructors cannot be overloaded in a class in object oriented programming. See, remember, we can overload a constructor with parameters, but we cannot overload a destructor in oops. Okay, now what is a virtual function? I think this is only one or last question remaining, right? Okay, there is still one. Okay, pure virtual, this is just a pro form of this. Okay, now what is a virtual function means, see, again this is a kind of C++ related question where Java users may get confused. See, simple dude, virtual function, why it is used is, see, it is mainly used to implement overriding. See, as you all know, what is overriding? In parent, if there is a function, see, suppose there is a here, see, a is a class actually. Now if this has sum as a function, I defined something here. Now if there is a class B that comes from extension from A, suppose if I overrided this function in C++, it cannot be done directly in this manner because compiler get confused due to some inheritance issues. So in order to increase the security, what C++ creators did is, see, dude, if you want to create some kind of virtual function where you want to override it, see, what you do is use the concept of virtual. Now what you do is just include virtual here. If you include virtual, this becomes a virtual function. Now you can override this function how many times you need, those many times in the particular code. Okay, basically this is used in C++ in order to implement object method overriding. If I was asked in interview, hey, what is a virtual function? So virtual function is basically used in C++ in order to implement method overriding or runtime polymorphism. So by including a virtual function in by including virtual keyword in front of a function in a class, then we can redefine the same function and override it in the subclass or child class, sir. So this would be my answer. Now next question is just a bit higher than this, or just the next level of this. What is a pure virtual function? See, as the name suggests, pure. What is pure? Pure means it will have only one single, no mixtures, no mixing. But here virtual means only mixing. See, here two functions are mixing and compiler get confused. So what is pure virtual function means? What we do is, see, in the previous examples we took class A, class B, right? So here also we shall take class A, and let this has some kind of sum. Okay, again this class B also some kind of definition. Class B also has some kind of sum. Now, what C++ says using pure virtual function is, dude, what you do is, see, however, you are defining this sum in B. So, why again you want to define in A? So, what you do is, just simply use, first create a virtual function, virtual sum. See, include the data type also equal to 0. If you include equal to 0, if you include here equal to 0, this simply says that pakka, I am assuring you that I am going to define this in the subclass. Now here I can write the some definition like a plus b. I can execute here, but here you should not write any kind of definition. Okay, if I was asked, hey, what is a pure virtual function in C++? So pure virtual function, also known as an abstract function, uh, is a unique function that is used to implement method overriding in C++, where a function using virtual keyword is being declared in the parent but not defined, whereas it is overridden or defined in the subclass or child class, sir. So he may ask you, how would you declare virtual function? Simply I would say, sir, just write virtual, include the data type, give the name of the function here sum, and equate it to 0. Sir, if you equate it to 0, automatically compiler understand it's a pure virtual function, and I'm going to 100% redefine it in the parent, in the child class. Okay, see, with these 27 questions we completed maximum all 100% most important questions in OOPS. Okay, thank you learners for the patience and listening this. Thank you.